What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today we are starting on the Camaro. I'm gonna start off with getting the exhaust put on it. Since I don't have the procharger yet, I'm gonna do a few little things to get it prepared for the supercharger, or procharger I shall say. And today is I'm gonna get the Corsa Sport exhaust he ordered for it, because right now it's got like straight pipes with some cheap ass little bullet mufflers at the back, and it sounds terrible to me. Like driving around, at first it didn't have the little mufflers, it was a straight pipe, and it sounded like a squatted truck. It sounded terrible. So we put the mufflers on it, and it's been dealing with it for the last few months, but I talked him into going with Corsa because you can't beat it. Like the sound, this car's gonna be pro-charged, and it needs to sound cool. So we're gonna do the exhaust today. I got a ZL1 fuel pump for it, just to have extra fuel. The kit we ordered actually comes with a fuel pump, so I already had him order the one from the dealer to just drop right in and replace it, so I'm just gonna do that. He's got a wideband sensor we'll put in for the gauge, and we also got, let me see, I think he got a boost gauge for it too, so he can see the boost levels. But this thing's gonna be a sick little ripper whenever we get done with it. So we're gonna get back to the shop and we'll get this exhaust chopped off and go from there. So I'm moving on to the fuel pump portion. My customer was the one that told me to do this, so don't give me the criticism for it. I would have probably done it myself, because you have to drop the rear subframe out of this thing and the gas tank. So, you know, everybody does this. So what I actually done was I already got the ZL1 pump in. I just took and welded some washers to the plate I cut out so it can sit down on there. Then I got this boom mat. It's like a sound deadener. It's real sticky. I'm just going to use that in strips to seal all the cuts. So I'm going to do that now. It was kind of a boring process, but pump's changed and we're good to go. So the panel sits back down here, nice. So I'm going to use this in strips and just cover up all the holes, and it should be good. If we ever need to go back in, we can. Nice and solid, sealed real good. Good thing is with them ridges, this stuff adapts pretty well. So we're good. So next order of business is he wants a air fuel ratio gauge and a boost gauge. So we're gonna install one. We'll go ahead and start getting everything run for that. Get as much done as I can with all this. So these are the gauges, boost, and air fuel ratio. So as far as the boost gauge goes, what I'm doing here is this is going back to the back valve cover. I'm actually doing a catch can system. So I'm gonna have an open port right there. So what I'm gonna do is what I've already done was I took the pressure sensor, I cut the nipple off, it goes to the valve cover, and then I just it screws in really tight. And I just took a piece of heat shrink marine grade that has the glue in, heated it up, and we're good. I've tried tugging on it to pull it out, won't come out. So it's going to sit up there like that. I'll zip tie it to the fuel rail, better plug right in. So all I'll have to do now is just run a zip tie around that to hold it to the rail. My wire should be long enough to go from here to the inside the car now. And that'll take care of the boost pressure. So we're done with that portion. I figured I'll get that out of the way because I didn't know what I was going to do because this fast intake. That's for our evap. Don't want to delete that because EPA. And I figured we're going to do a catch can. That's not going to be needed anyway, so that's a perfect spot to put the sensor. I got all my wires hooked up. These gauges are really nice to hook up. Pretty much all you have is just 3 plugs. And then down here I got it terminated to where I can use a fuse tap for my hot, and I'll crimp that. Then I'll crimp and solder a wire onto this black, and I'll just ground it somewhere over here. Zip tie this stuff in, it'll be nice. And I'll have it to where when you turn the key on, it gets power and turns both gauges on. So that come together pretty nice. Next thing I gotta do is get this pillar mounted to the factory pillar, because I thought this actually went in because it fits so nice. I was like, well, hell, how do you mount it? And it goes on this. So we're gonna get that done next.